just stop doing that and let me explain?
Well, if I had a secretary I could trust to file my papers properly.
I know you're angry.
Why didn't you tell me what was going on when you saw me before the meeting?
Because I didn't know.
You must have known that Warner and Sturgis were hatching something.
Problem with the lock?
It's all right. Kirsty's sorting it out, thanks.
I wouldn't bother. The locks have been changed.
Marge, if anybody wants me, I'll be at my home phone number. Happy now?
I know who I want to work for, and it's not some jumped-up toffee nose who couldn't care less about this place.
Anyone who wishes to resign is quite free to do so. I can understand that some of you have a certain sense of loyalty to Dr. McKenna. If that's the case and you feel that you can't work with the new administration, then perhaps resignation would be the best course. But I would urge you to think it over very carefully. I have no intention of making any staff changes. On the contrary, I would hope that there'll be as little disruption as possible. Oh, and I should stress that Dr. McKenna's departure has nothing whatsoever to do with his ability as a surgeon. It's purely a matter of financial management. And as I know you all have the interests of the clinic at heart, I'm sure I can count on your support during this time of transition. Thank you very much.
Well, so much for executions at dawn.
You don't believe him?
I'm willing to take him at his word until I believe otherwise.
Well, whose side do you want? I thought you didn't want to work for him.
Hey, let's just see what happens, all right?
I'd say that was very good advice.
You would.
You think we can trust him?
All I know is the only responsible thing to do is to get back to work and make sure this place keeps running efficiently.
Yeah, well, I guess your job's pretty safe.
Yeah.
You reckon McKenna's completely sunk?
Nah, you just have to fight back.
Well, I agree with Jenny. If we all walk out now, Dr. McKenna will have nothing to come back to. So let's get to it, eh?
Was that Stuart burning up the road?
Yeah.
Oh, man, the kid's gonna kill himself.
What?
Just about came off his bike going through the roundabout.
God.
What's going on, Ellie?
Stuart's got this mega crush on me, right? So I wanted to let him down gently, and it just wasn't sinking in. So I ended up calling him an idiot. I think I went a bit too far.
Hey, he'll come around.
I just couldn't figure out any other way to get through to him. You know what it's like when people just won't listen to you?
Yeah.
Kirsty, where have you been? I need to see Dr. McKenna urgently.
You're out of luck. He's been fired.
Don't be stupid. You can't fire the boss.
Tell that to Dr. McKenna. He was marched out of here an hour ago.
Well, who's taking over then?
Sir Bruce Warner.
Chris's father?
Yeah, snake.
Great. I'd like to see Sir Bruce then.
Gina, he just stabbed McKenna in the back. There's blood on his hands.
Look, I don't care how bad he is. I desperately need money and he is rich.
What?
Frank's selling the shop. There's this horrible woman, a Pom. She wants to buy it. So I'm going to be out of a job. But I thought that I'd try and buy it myself.
And you want Sir Bruce to give you the money?
Loan?
Forget it. He'd laugh in your face.
You sure about
Or
this?
spit in it.
Oh, Jackie, Sir Bruce wants to see you.
Oh, don't tell me I'm the next one for the chop.
I doubt it.
Think you'll have trouble sleeping tonight?
I beg your pardon?
I mean, it's been a big day for you, hasn't it? First pushing McKenna out, now sucking up to Sir Bruce.
Kirsty, I know what I'm doing.
Obviously.
Yes. Oh, yes, come in. Jackie, isn't it? Sit yourself down. Now, I understand you're the one that's been keeping an eye on this staph infection.
Yeah.
Well, the lab results are back. I think we have our culprit. Henry Tamariki.
Yeah, we thought it would be.
Your name rings a bell.
He used to work here.
No. Any sign of any new outbreaks?
No, in fact, we're waiting for the health department to give us the all clear. And as soon as they do, we can get back to normal.
Who else knows about the outbreak?
All the staff. We thought it was important that everyone knew the risk. We told them that the information was confidential.
Yes, quite. Right, thank you. Well done.
Oh, has the clock struck 12 already?
Afraid so.
So did we remember to leave out the glass slipper for Prince Charming?
Oh, this is the 90s. He can reach me on my pager. Who needs a glass slipper?
Too true. So what was it, the palace ball, or did you just decide to wear something festive for the change of ownership?
A black armband would be more appropriate.
Oh, well, since you two are going to languish here, I suppose I better get out there and heal the sick.
Oh, I wouldn't bother. Reception's deserted.
Oh, well, what do we want to do then? Shall we go through the situations vacant column together?
A bit premature for that, wouldn't you say?
Believe me, this place is a powder keg.
Well, what are you worried for? Your job's safe. He's your father.
That's precisely why I'm so worried.
You really think he can't be trusted?
Not for a second.
I wonder what he's up to then.
Dunno. But this isn't really the place to discuss it. Why don't we all get together after work and we can thresh things out?
Yeah, okay.
I am making it strong. This is Michael Vinny from Palermo. He thinks he's the only person in the world who knows how to make a coffee.
Oh, yeah, Steve.
Anyway, Steve, I decided to take your advice. The only trouble is the bank won't lend me the loan unless I can come up with some kind of, thingamy.
Collateral.
That's it.
Non troppo latte, voglio gustare il caffè.
I make coffee every day. Give me a break. Anyway, I thought, since as you were so interested, maybe you'd like to go into partnership with me.
Maybe. What's the catch?
The catch? It's the,
Collateral.
Collateral, that's it. So I thought maybe you could mortgage your house and that
La
way the bank...
schiuma forte buona.
It is frothy.
Whoa. Just back it up a bit.
It's a good deal, Steve.
La schiuma, la schiuma.
I'll give you froth, mamma mia. Steve.
Gina, look, I really would love to help you, but I'm not willing to risk the house to do it. I'm sorry, pal.
What am I going to do?
Buonissimo. Brava.
Yeah, grazie.
On Mondays, Michael usually deals with the routine stuff, correspondence, bills, patient notes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, you'd be familiar with the standard procedures on most of those, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Splendid. Well, I don't see why you shouldn't take over the day-to-day running. You're obviously perfectly capable.
Excuse me. Mail?
Thank you.
And I thought you'd like to see this.
Yeah? Deadly staph outbreak. Clinic cover-up.
No.
Staff at Shortland Street Clinic have been instructed to hush up an outbreak of MRSA, more commonly known as golden staph.
Oh, that's not fair. Well, who are they quoting?
An anonymous source, excuse me.
The health department confirmed that areas of the clinic have been closed. The director of the clinic is unavailable for comment.
Well, maybe we should issue a statement. Make the point the danger's past.
No, it's, they'd only make more of a meal of it. Better to say nothing and, control the damage.
I can't understand how it could have got out.
Well, it's obvious. Could only be McKenna.
But why?
Revenge. Sour grapes, call it what you will.
Shortland Street. Miss Beaton.
Carrie Burton. Now I can talk. Not busy at all. 5 minutes? Fine.
Well, okay, I was going to be tough. I'll be all right. Cool. Next victim.
Take your pick.
Oh.
I'm going out for a while, Jackie. Might be an hour.
No need to hurry back.
The article.
Unless there's an epidemic of good health, yeah, I'd say so.
Hello, I'm Louise Jennings, Department of Health.
You're the microbiologist?
Yes.
Great. Are we glad to see you? Just come this way.
Oh, are you Miss Jennings?
That's me.
Sir Bruce Warner. I've been expecting you. I'll take over from here, nurse.
Shouldn't I show her around first? After all, I am infection control nurse.
Jackie, you're hereby relieved of your infection control duties.
Why?
Since your boyfriend was the original carrier, I should have thought the reason was obvious. Do come this way.
makes it sound like it's my fault.
It's okay.
Marge, have you seen Stuart?
No.
Well, he was due to start work half an hour ago. There mightn't be a patient in sight, but the place still needs to be cleaned.
Well, perhaps I could ring home.
I've already tried that.
Well, there must be some reason why he's not here. Do you know where Stuart is?
No.
Well, I don't know how I'm supposed to know where he is every moment of the day, especially not lately. Do you want your break? I'll go.
No, there's no point. There's nobody there.
I'm not surprised, especially after this. Who do you suppose rang the papers?
So Bruce is trying to blame it on McKenna.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't be ridiculous. He wouldn't.
All right, Kirsty, if you say so.
Hi. You've seen the paper?
Yeah, so much for all our efforts at keeping things quiet.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't anyone at the clinic who tipped them off.
I didn't think it was.
All of the staff are pretty angry.
Really?
Well, they know how much work you put into the place.
We'll make sure they don't do anything rash.
Yes, of course. So what are you going to do?
Well, I'm seeing my lawyer tonight about my contract. I'll know more after that.
If there's anything I can do.
Thanks. It all depends on Warner's next move. We'll just have to wait and see. Don't worry. I haven't worked for years to put Shortland Street on the map, only to be evicted on some trumped-up charge. I intend to fight. I'll be back.
Oh, man, I could have done this thing myself. I shouldn't be wasting your time.
Oh, don't feel too guilty. I hate to fight Hone for the privilege. We're all bored to death.
You mean this article scared everyone off?
Only the sick people.
Oh, man, it's all my fault.
Oh, not unless you deliberately bred those bugs and then maliciously spread them around, hoping to lay waste to all in your path.
I'm not guilty.
So when's your next big game?
This weekend. You don't think this will affect my batting, do you?
Nah, just keep it covered. Is the community nurse still giving you antibiotics?
And I feel like a pincushion.
Well, about the only other treatment you need now is best coming from Jackie.
Oh, okay. You still all right for this photo shoot tonight?
I guess so.
Photo shoot? Yeah. We're going to be on the cover of a magazine.
Oh, you're going to be a cover girl. You better start smiling then.
Hey! Hi, late lunch? No, I've had lunch already.
Coffee? I make.
No thanks, I've been snacking all afternoon. I just thought I'd hang out here for a while. It's been so boring over at the clinic.
At least you've still got a job. I could be out on the street soon.
Hey, you never know, the new owner...
Shh, she comes.
Who?
Her, the buyer.
Hello, dear. I wonder if I might have another look round. I would like to take a few notes.
We have been kind of busy.
Oh, I won't get in your way.
Coffee? I make.
No, thank you. I only drink tea.
How do you know to say for customer?
Oh, I'm sure any fool can make coffee.
She call me a fool?
She didn't really mean that.
Can't let this woman take over.
It's not up to me.
What the bloody English know about making coffee? All they make is fish and chips.
Maybe that's what she's planning to do.
And Devonshire teas.
No, Gino, lo devi fermare. You must stop this.
You wanted to see me?
Yes, I did indeed, Guy. I've been reading this research you were doing. It's very impressive.
Oh?
Has it been published?
No, not yet. Been too busy with clinic work. I take it you do know what I do here.
Yes, of course. And I think it's very nice that you found a niche for yourself, especially one that's so close to medicine. Perhaps you're not the tearaway after all.
Well, if you want to see it that way, go ahead.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
What, being a tearaway?
No. This work that you're doing, counselling patients and the like.
Oh, I see. And the clinic can't afford it, right?
Let me finish. You're right in your assumption that the clinic is badly off financially, but that's why I've been looking at a new fee structure.
Hey, no, you can't possibly increase the fees. Some of our patients are struggling to pay as it is.
Did I say anything about increasing the charges? I realise what it's like at the lower end of the economic scale.
What would you know about the lower end of the economic scale?
All right, you're right, I don't. But you do. And that's why I want your advice on a more reasonable fee structure. Help me to help these people get the kind of care they need.
He didn't phone in sick. And he hasn't left a message at home. I mean, it's just not like Stuart to be so irresponsible.
Yeah, well, he didn't say anything to me either.
No? You certainly seem to have his ear at the moment.
I'd tell you if I knew where he was.
Are you sure about that?
He's not in there hiding underneath the bed, if that's what you think, Marge. But you're welcome to take a look.
I don't think it's especially funny. He's disappeared.
Okay. He came round before. I invited him round to tell him I wasn't interested, that I don't want a relationship. He got a little upset and took off on his bike.
That blasted bike.
I'm sure he'll be all right.
He didn't say where he was going.
No. Hey, he probably just wanted to be alone.
Yeah. I should know by now he wouldn't come to see me if he was upset.
I'll let you know if he comes back.
Oh, what if he doesn't?
Hey, he'll turn up.
Do you think so? I'm not so sure anymore. You know, when people leave and don't come back, you start to wonder if they're running away from you.
Security guards, eh? Unreal. Did he struggle?
There wasn't much point.
Nah, McKenna's too much of a wuss to put up a fight.
So, how do I look?
Great, but I still don't reckon you should be going out.
I have to, it's work. Besides, I'm fine.
Okay, but don't drink too much and don't be late.
I promise. If I'm not back by 11, you can come and drag me out.
Okay, where?
Bon appetit.
Oh, Nick, have you seen Stuart?
Not since this morning.
What's up?
Well, he had an argument with someone and rushed off on his motorcycle, and I haven't seen him since.
What, have you called the police?
No, I've called all the hospitals.
Or maybe you should.
Oh, I feel a bit funny about it. You know, we've given them so much trouble lately.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
Oh, am I holding you up?
Well,
Would you like a cup of tea?
Oh.
Go on. You look as if you could do with one.
Thank you.
I'd better get going. Be good. I won't be late. Bye, Marge.
Bye, Jenny. I really shouldn't stay. He could be ringing me at any time.
Well, sit down. The kettle's on. Hello? No, I'm sorry. You just missed her. She went out to dinner. Bon appetit, I think. The manners of some people.
Probably shouldn't have encouraged Stuart to go after Alison. Hope he's okay.
Of course he's okay. I mean, he's only trying to get everyone's attention as usual.
Give the guy a break, Kirsty. He's got a broken heart.
Hey, guys. Congratulate me.
Congratulations, Jenny. You've just learned how to tie your shoelaces all by yourself.
No, I'm the new coffee shop owner. I made a bid and Frank accepted it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Sure is. Where'd you get the money?
Uncle Vinny.
What? He's giving you the deposit?
The whole lot. He's going to write me a cheque.
He's got that sort of money just lying around?
He said it was a matter of family loyalty and the fact that he hates the English.
Oh, what sort of business is Uncle Vinny in?
Sounds dodgy to me.
It's kind of hard to say, really.
He's not, like, into anything, you know, illegal.
Illegal in the Sicilian sense.
Like in The Godfather.
This is an offer too good to refuse.
I'll have you know that my people find those kind of jokes very insulting. 99% of us are honest and hard-working, law-abiding. Uncle Vinny wouldn't hurt a fly. He's practically a saint.
Michael doesn't think we should do anything rash.
We have to do something. If we let him become too entrenched, there'll be no getting rid of him.
Has anyone stopped to ask whether that might be a good thing?
What?
Well, how do you mean?
I had a meeting with him this hour, and believe it or not, he had some good ideas. Free treatment for community card holders, family discounts.
The clinic can't afford it.
Say what you like about Dad's medical ethics, but you can't deny he's a good businessman.
How are we going to pay for the new extensions? We need to generate as much income as we can at the moment.
Well, you also need to win back patients after the MRSA scare.
True.
Well, he certainly sounds more flexible than McKenna.
What's his ulterior motive?
Why does he have to have one?
Because he always does.
Well, if you're going to be like this just because you hate him, we're not going to get anywhere.
You know what he's like.
Hey, easy on there, eh?
Well, if this is the level of debate, I don't see the point in staying.
Okay, I've had it anyway. Night.
See you later.
I don't believe it. The old boys won him over.
Seems that way.
Not so much for all the United We Stand speeches this afternoon.
This is how Dad works. Divide and rule.
Another round to Sir Bruce.
I'm not saying Dr. McKenna was opposed to change.
Oh, no, of course not.
It's just that he felt the expense involved in things like computerising patient cards wasn't justified.
Well, I'm all in favour of streamlining the bureaucracy. We'll look into it. I can see you've been hiding a light under a bushel, Jenny.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
No, don't be modest. You obviously know all there is to know about this clinic. When the initial period of transition's over, I don't expect to be around all the time. I'd like to hand a lot of this administrative work over to you.
Well, I'm not sure that I could...
It would mean a substantial increase in your salary, of course.
Well, that would be very nice.
It must be a struggle, bringing up a boy on the sort of money that Dr. McKenna's been paying you.
I've managed.
Which brings me to one other thing that puzzles me. What's an attractive woman like you doing still on her own? No, I'm sorry, you're quite right. It's none of my business. If I overstep the mark, you can tell me to sod off. You have my permission.
Thank you. I will.
Good. I can see we're going to get on famously. Well, here's to a mutually beneficial working relationship.
Maybe I could go for kind of like a Turkish bazaar kind of feel, you know, with carpets and cushions and maybe a fortune teller in the corner.
Yeah, and you could wear a veil.
What's that supposed to mean? Or maybe something psychedelic.
Well, I wish I had an uncle who'd just give me some money to start a business.
Kirsty, it is not a gift, it's a partnership. He's got a lawyer drawing up a contract with conditions and clauses and things like that.
Sure.
Gina Bella! I've been Polly to meet you, straight from the airport.
Hi.
Gina! Oh, bellissima!
And I bring the contract too.
Great. Look, I was thinking, I didn't talk to you about staff. Now, what if I need to hire someone new?
Don't worry. You and Polly work together. Make this a big family business. Make your grandchildren proud.
Grandchildren?
Beautiful grandchildren. They take after you. I nipotini saranno bellissimi. Somiglieranno a lei.
What grandchildren?
Polly has no wife. You have trouble to stay in the country. Capisci? Understand? So you get married. No problem. Simple.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think a change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.